सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। Today, on this auspicious day of Ekadashi, we start our study of Vivekachudamani. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. This is the Mangalacharana Shloka, the invocation shloka of Vivekachudamani. As we progress in this textbook, we will see the crest jewel of discrimination, as the name indicates, Viveka Chudamani. Viveka, discrimination. Chudamani, the crest jewel, the best type of discrimination. And we are not talking about race discrimination, gender discrimination. In today's day and age, we have so many discrimination. Over here in this particular textbook, it is none other than discrimination between what is real and what is unreal. So, Sat Asat Vastu Vivekaha. And that is what this entire book is about. Mangalacharan, the first shloka, typically any book that is composed, it is our tradition that we pay homage to our teacher. And Shankaracharya ji, in line of this Guru Shishya Parampara, he offers his salutations to Guru. Now, one may ask, why is this Mangalacharan about a Guru and not Bhagavan? Even though Bhagavan's name is in here too, but why is Guru over here superior? We have so many religions on this planet, and each religion has a prophet who establishes a thought pattern of spirituality. Hinduism is one of the only religions who does not have a single prophet. In fact, if we ask who is a founder of Hinduism, we say that the Upanishadic ideas, the Vedic ideas form the founding principles of Hinduism. That is who the founder of Hinduism is, our Vedas. And our Vedas are apaurushaya. They are not a composition of any human being. They are beginningless in time and endless in time. The world arrives in time and disappears in time, but the Vedas are timeless. They were simply revealed by people. And the people to whom these Vedic principles were revealed, these great rishis, they have become the authors of scriptures. But the rishis, in their humility, did not leave their name or identity behind. In fact, they had been the recipient of these revelations because they had dissolved their individuality. They were soaring high in the very abidance of absolute, Satvastu. That anything other than Sat with a firm discriminating intellect had labeled Asat, including their individual identity, and they only left these founding principles for us. So in Hinduism, if someone may ask me, who is your founder? I would say my founder of my theology, my ideas, my substratum of thought pattern on spirituality is my own guru. For each one of us, our guru becomes our founder of our truth. It is only this guru who reveals this truth, and the guru reveals this truth exactly the way it was supposed to be revealed, utilizing scriptures. As it was revealed to me by my teacher in the past, I reveal this to you. The teacher says that in Upanishads, and if you so like my ideas, very well and good, and if you don't, that's fine as well. That is the humility of the teacher, who says that not only my knowledge is correct, that is the glory of the teacher, that it is not just what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm echoing what I have heard, and that's all. I listened to my teacher, I gained abidance in my teacher's words, and in due time that student also rose to the status of a rishi, to whom further ideas on the same truth was revealed. And this is how Vedas were founded. The founding principle is Ekam eva sat vipraha bahudha vadanti. This truth is one, but these great truth is revealed to different people in different ideas, remaining this one truth. And each one of these beautiful ideas presented in our Shastra becomes a Shastra. Shashanat iti Shastra, that which instructs us. So Shankaracharya ji starts with great devotion dedicated to his own teacher. I take this opportunity to speak about my teacher, none other than Swami Chinmayananda my own teacher, none other than Swami Tejomayananji, Swami Ishwarananji, who presided over the Vedanta course that I studied in Sandipani Sadhanalaya in Mumbai. It is not a secret, everybody knows I have left Chinmaya Mission. Once a guru, always a guru. Guru we cannot change. Sadguru is one guru who reveals the Satvastu. And I offer my heartfelt salutations to this Guru Shishya Parampara, starting from Adi Shankaracharya ji, Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha. So I offer reverential salutations to my Guru Parampara, from whom I have learned this textbook. This first shloka says, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tam Agocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranataha Asmi Aham. Aham, I, me, myself. Aham Asmi Pranataha. I bow down to my own teacher. And who is my teacher? Sadgurum. Not just any guru, but Satguru. Who is a Satguru? Satguru is the one who reveals Satvastu. We just saw a very simple definition of Vivekachudamani. Vivek meaning, the definition will come in this textbook itself. Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha. What is real and what is unreal, the discrimination between that. So that guru who reveals the truth, I bow down to them. And who is this guru? Govinda Bhagavat Padacharya, the guru of Adi Shankaracharya ji. So Govinda Bhagavat Padacharya, being the guru of Shankaracharya ji, he says, I bow down to Govindam. And this Govinda is none other than name of Bhagavan Shri Krishna as well. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. We offer our salutations to Bhagavan Krishna, who is the revealer of truth of this universe, Sadguru of this world. He reveals Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in the middle of the battlefield, and that Bhagavan Narayana, who descended, who took an avatar as Bhagavan Shri Krishna, his Govinda name. Gonam Indriyani Vindatiti Govinda. The definition, go meaning we know cow, go Vedas as well. Go meaning senses. Our senses lead us. Gamayati, they lead us into this pluralistic world. But Gonam Vindati, the one who has firm control over the senses and allows the internal Vivek Buddhi to lead the senses and not the senses leading the mind. Such is a beautiful definition of Govinda. And who is this Govinda? Bhagavat Padacharya Paramanandam. He is of the nature of bliss. The Sat is revealed over here, that the Swarupa Lakshana of Sat Vastu is Param Ananda. And this Ananda is known to me. So it is Sat, it is Chit, and it is Ananda. And it is this Chit Chaitanya Vilas, which bows down as an individuality to the Guru who reveals this Satvastu, this Chit, this Chaitanya consciousness revealed by that. So, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta, the essence of all Vedanta, Gocharam Tam agocharam, that which is revealed by this, the essence of the Vedanta, that which is knowable, and agocharam, that which is not knowable. So, what is known by our senses is the knowable world, pluralistic world in front of us. But what our senses cannot reveal is this Atma Vastu. And this Atma Vastu can only be revealed by my own teacher. It is not an object of my sense perception. With Viveka Buddhi, intuitive Buddhi reveals this truth which is within me. At no point in time am I away from this Atma Vastu. I am that. But it has to be revealed only by my teacher. Other than my own teacher, who will remove my own ignorance of my own self. It's quite interesting that we know everything else except the one who knows. We don't know the identity of that knower within. So that teacher, my salutations to this Sadguru Govinda Bhagavat Padacharya, who is of the nature of existence, consciousness, bliss, absolute, and who can be known only through the deeper imports of Vedanta, and who is far beyond the reach of the sensory perception. So, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam, that which is the most secretive, not known by our senses. It is only my Guru who reveals this truth which I am. And that teacher who reveals to me my own nature to me, which is of the nature of bliss. And the Guru over here, Govinda Bhagavat Padacharya, he himself is also of the nature of bliss. Paramanandam, I bow down to that Guru who has revealed this truth to me. In this way, this is the invocation. It invokes grace of Guru. And actually it is only a Guru who reveals Bhagavan to us. Who would reveal Bhagavan to us? Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Mother is our first Guru who introduces us to our world. Our father introduces deeper imports about this world as to how to survive. But Guru is a light of all lights who reveals to us the truth which is far beyond the senses, and the teacher in clairvoyant language says Astiti, it is. Tvameva, you indeed are that truth. So that teacher we bow down to. In this way, the teacher reveals the Guru reveals Bhagavan to us, Govinda, by allowing us to conquer our senses and turning our gaze in the direction of truth. In this way, Guru reveals to us Bhagavan. And it is a grace of Bhagavan who wants to be revealed, who blesses us with a Guru. So grace of Bhagavan is required for Guru to arrive in our life. And it is that Guru who reveals that Bhagavan, who is the substratum of this universe. Continuing, shloka number 2. Jantunam narajanma durlabhamataf pumstvam tato viprata tasmad vaidika dharma marga parata vidvatvamasmat param atmanatma vivechanam svanubhavo brahmatmana samstitihi muktirno shata janma koti sukrutaihi punyai vina labhyate. So, punyaihi vina na labhyate. Without punya, without the grace of our own punyas that we bring from innumerable past births, without that punya, Guru doesn't come in our life. And if Guru doesn't come in our life, this buddhi will not be prajwalit. This buddhi will not become lit with the understanding that I am that. So, punyaihi vina na labhyate. This consciousness is not available without punya. And the first punya is I have to have grace of Lord, so that Lord will reveal to me Guru. And that Guru will reveal Satvastu. So now, what is that punya? Look at the glory of Shankaracharya ji. What is the punya? Jantunam narajanma durlabhamata. Jantunam, of all beings. And we include Jantu meaning not human beings. Of all Jantu, Jiva Rashis on this planet, on this Bhugol, whatever Jiva Rashis, Narajanma, the human birth, of all births, human birth, Durlabha, not just Durlabha, what he is saying, Durlabha Mata, superlative degree he is using. Human birth is the rarest. Why is human birth rare? Just look at the pain, the sorrow and suffering of all species on this planet. The wildebeest that gives mother wildebeest who is pregnant, about to give birth in the Serengeti plains of Kenya and Africa. The calf is half outside and the lion smells that blood, and that poor mother in the process of delivering, frantically to save her life, she gets up in this pain of delivery and she's running. Half calf is out and half is in the womb. And she's chased by an animal. Look at the pain. The jiva arrives by other jivas pouncing onto it. And that with some miracle, that lion turns around, some other wildebeest come over there to help out, and that little calf is saved. And the mother is trying to frantically get up, run, run, run. We have to go, we have to go. And that calf, within minutes of birth, it has to start running if it has to survive. Only to arrive on the banks of a great river, they have to cross and go to the other side because the grass is greener on the other side. And there sits the Nile crocodile. This is just one jiva. You look at an ant hill in your backyard, fire ants, and the pest control person comes, and one little bait is put, and the whole nest is destroyed. How many jivas? And that queen's job, she's an egg laying machine, whether it be a honeybee queen, an ant queen, a termite queen. She's bound by her prarabdha of doing this. Anywhere we turn, the new bird has just come out of the nest and takes the maiden flight, and the falcon comes and grabs it, and all you see is feathers flying. And the sadhana of that mother and the father bird, feeding it, collecting worms, the whole month has gone in raising that. In the first flight, a falcon takes it. I can go on about the description. This human birth, durlabha mata, we come into this world protected. Even if the family has no wealth to take care of us, protect us, means not just wealth, clothing, food, shelter, yet the person begs and has some understanding of how to survive. So, Shankaracharya just says, of all living creatures, human birth is rare indeed. Ataha pumstvam tataha viprata. And greater than that is pumstvam. Pumstvam, manhood. Now, don't literally think a male and not a female. Manhood meaning having the courage to stand up and fight for one's own presence, existence. Take charge of one's own life and having the courage to face life. Come whatever may, I will face it. Pumstvam. Tataha viprata. Viprata, greater than the human birth, pumstvam, having the courage to face the world. There are people who don't have courage to face, and all one's own negative thoughts takes the better of that person. But we are not talking about it. Over here Shankaracharya ji is saying a courageous one. Viprata. Viprata, the one who has sattvic nature. Sattva guna is present. Or who cultivates sattva guna. Waking up early, meditating, engaging in sattvic activities throughout the day. Sees what food is entering, what sense. in all different inputs, they are sattvic. Friends are sattvic. The places they go are sattvic. The books they read are sattvic. The habits are sattvic. Food is sattvic. Consumption is sattvic. Living is sattvic. That requires effort. Viprata. And then tasmad, greater than that sattvic nature, tasmad vaidika dharma marga parata. Then tasmad, from there, rarer than that is vaidika dharma marga parataha, the one who has been introduced from childhood a Vedic lifestyle. Waking up, doing Sandhya Vandanam, Gayatri Japa, offering Arghya to Surya Bhagavan. Introduced to Vedic chanting. The chanting itself creates a sattvic mood in living. All of this, tasmad Vaidika dharma marga, not just any life, just because I have seen it on the TV or in the movie or the next door neighbor keeping up with the Joneses. No, this is a lifestyle enjoined by Vedic living. And for that, blessings are required to be born in that family who will lead us into it. Or if not that family, courage is required. I may not be born in that family, but the next door neighbor is such a sattvic family. I may not have it, but I can look at them and cultivate sattvic qualities looking at them. So a person may not have a bhagya of being born in a Brahmin family, but ample of them around in the society who become their ideals in living. Thus, acquiring that Vaidika marg. We can have it by birth, we can have it by discrimination, looking who lives a sattvic life. And let me make an effort to it. My home may not be able to produce it, but the inner courage picks it. That is blessing that we are wired by something good. Vidvatvam asmat param. Born out of that is, rather than that is vidvatvam. Vidvatvam, and greater than that is having the right knowledge about the deep significance of Vaidika dharma. That is vidvatvam. Not just knowing Vedas, how to chant them, but I know the deeper imports of it. I have the blessings that this buddhi is able to understand subtle ideas presented. Vedas are not easy to understand. It is not just enough that we mimic the parity of the Vedas, like a parrot. That's what I was trying to say. Like a parrot which simply reproduces a sound. Now, not only is this person capable of reproducing the Vedic sounds, but what do they mean? That is vidvatvam. Asmat Param, greater than the Vedic lifestyle, not just living a lifestyle and getting trapped in it, but rising, rising, rising. Now I know what this lifestyle is and how it helps me. And every chance we get, we push the further limits of this Vidvatvam. And what is the highest level of Vidvatvam? It is said, Atma Anatma Vivechanam. Figuring out what is Atma, what is not Atma. That is the crest jewel of discrimination. That is Vivekachudamani. The buddhi rises within. You can see Shankaracharya ji, I have also covered my head. So one may ask why the Hindu monk covers the head. This cloth, ochre robe, becomes a chhatra of buddhi within. A noble person, when they sit on the royal chair, a king, and the throne is there, and the throne will have a chhatra to symbolize the nobility of that person, the magnanimity of that person, the higher status of that person. But for a renunciate monk who has given up everything, it is because of this buddhi, the dawn of consciousness has arrived. So ever grateful to this discriminative buddhi, and the only thing a monk has is this ochre robe which he covers his buddhi with. It is a perennial chhatra of the buddhi, which does Atma Anatma Vivek. Atma Anatma Vivechanam. And greater than that is Swa Anubhava. Coming to realize in this birth, Iha chedavedi atha satyamasti. Na iha chedaveti mahati vinashti. If one comes to realize this truth in this birth itself, atha satyamasti, then all is good. And if that person doesn't come to realize that truth, then mahati vinashti. What to do? Hoping we get a human birth next life. We are not quite sure though if that's going to happen. So why not cash into the birth that we already have? So that is the effort. Not just knowing Atma Anatma Vivechanam, Swa Anubhava. The person rises to that level of absolute abidance in consciousness. Brahmatmana samstitihi. Abidance in this Aham Brahmasmi. I am this Brahman. Lot of obstacles between me knowing this and that. My own mind and the moods of the mind affected by the planetary positions. But how strong is our conviction to pull us out? How much is our attention, attachment to the sensory living in the objective reality? All of this stands between me knowing that I am Brahman and then gaining the abidance Yes. The abidance of Ramana Maharshi Ji, the abidance of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, the abidance of Pujya Gurudev. Gurudev's abidance until the last breath, he kept on talking about Shastra, hoping one ear would get it. Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, adoring the divinity of this universe, Mother. Pujas and flowers and rituals. The abidance of Ramana Maharshi Ji. Tasya smritihi tatra dhrudaiva nishthaha. The very smriti, remembrance itself is abidance. He did no puja, he did no going around the world giving talks. One journey he took in his lifetime, Madurai to Tiruvannamalai. Bas, no other journey. That is Brahmatmana Samstitihi. Mahaperyava, a very skinny, frail body, tiny little, barely a ochre robe covering, huge glasses for the times that he lived. LASIK was not available. Cataracts and huge glasses. And a humble danda. But voice of God. God walking around in the form of a man. Many a people have walked this planet with Brahmatmana Samstitihi. Is it my bhagya? Can I cultivate it? Ramana Maharshi Ji had no rules of any ashram around him. And Mahaperyava, so many rules of the matha suffocated him, but he never felt that way. He always used to say if a foreigner used to come, he would send them to Tiruvannamalai. He has the freedom to speak. And he would say for himself, he has the rules of the matha that asks him to be a proper acharya. Why? To uphold the Vaidika Dharma Marg. What else? It came with so many rules. Look at Gurudev. Walked around the whole globe. So each person with abidance expresses abidance in so many different ways. That is also prarabdha. Knower of truth, but still subjected to prarabdha. They don't feel it, the upadhi is subjected to it. That's all. For as long as the upadhi is there, they abide in the cage of the upadhi. But in the domain of their own kingdom of knowledge, they're absolutely free. Muktir naha shata janma koti sukrutaihi. Sukrutaihi shata janma koti. Millions and billions and trillions of lives we may go through to acquire punya to reach the abidance in truth. A human birth is rare. And look at this ladder, the painting Shankaracharya ji has pictured in front of us. Jantunam nara janma durlabhamata pumstvam tato viprata tasmad vaidika dharma marga parataha vidvatvam asmat param atmanatma vivechanam swanubhavo brahmatmana samsthitihi. Then mukti comes. Minimum 8 things we have to clear to abide. And it is only the discriminative buddhi that can take us to this abidance, nothing else. Paths are so many to the mountain top, but the top is one. And when we come to the periphery, up there, all paths merge into knowing I am that. Jnanat eva tu kaivalyam. Without knowledge, there is no kevala bhav. It is knowing, the buddhi has to know. That requires sadhana. This is the glory of spiritual life. What a beautiful painting painted by Shankaracharya ji over here. The unique graces in life. What are the blessings? Durlabham trayame vaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samshrayah. Durlabham, this is rare. These are rare gifts indeed. Trayam etat, these 3 gifts are rare. Durlabham trayam evaitat devanugraha hetukam. These are the graces bestowed upon us as a grace of Bhagavan. What place we are born, what is our surroundings, all of this our vasanas pick it, but Bhagavan's hand is in it. Manushyatvam, the first grace is human birth. This human birth, devanugraha hetukam. Mumukshutvam, and this intense desire to liberate. Bas, I want out of this cage of human birth. It is a cage of the body, cage of emotions, cage of feelings, cage of ideas, cage of ideologies. It is only a cage. This mumukshutvam, intense desire to be liberated. Second one, the tivrata, the intensity of this mumukshutvam, desire to be liberated, is very important. Mahapurusha samshrayah, and coming in contact with divine people. I was traveling around in India, just came back recently. In Bhagavan's grace, everywhere came in contact with good people. And not just good people, learned people. Kashi, the city of learning. People go over there. बाबा के दर्शन करने के लिए. To meet Baba, Kashi Vishwanath. But did you find a real live Baba? That ample walking around on the banks of Ganga Ji. Different types. Some wearing clothes, some not wearing clothes. Some adhering to some substances. I want to remain respectful to language and Shastra, so I'm not naming all these things. But we see different things. We even take picture of Ganga Ji. How do we treat Ganga Ji? Kashyam kashyate Kashi. What shines in the city of Kashi is consciousness. And if we go over there just for the darshan of Baba and don't meet an actual Baba, then according to this shloka, we don't have grace. Grace to go to Kashi, grace to have darshan of Bhagavan Vishwanath, Mother Annapurna and Vishalakshi. True grace is when we meet a Baba, a real life Guru, who really opens our eyes and makes it Vishal. And it becomes wide because of the richness of thought. It is the food of thought which has been given to us. Interestingly, the Shaktis are wide-eyed and food. Just because in this body tongue is there, Bhagavan कुछ न कुछ खाना तो दे देंगे. Some food will fall on this tongue. By Bhagavan's grace, this body is there. But will right food fall in the buddhi? The right food of knowledge. That is true Annapurna. The one who has satiated hunger of Anantakoti Janmantara. By opening my eyes and really meeting Vishwanath and becoming Vishwa. This is Mahapurusha Samshraya. We come in contact with great men. Shlokas number 4 to 7, Gurudev says, miseries of the unspiritual man. We will see this tomorrow. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.